welcome your host of Bombing Run, General A.A.
Thank you. I'm General A.A. Ron, and it's time for everyone's favorite comedian game show, Bombing Run. Woo! Yes. And the rules for Bombing Run are simple. Each comedian combatant gets to do their 5-minute sets, while the mysterious comedian judge will be looking for their setup punch and an appearance in front of a live studio audience. Warning combatants, if you say the F or C word, grade the F will come bomb your set, and you can't be Joker Ace. 2 new rules to Bombing Run. If you leave more than 25 seconds on the clock, it's considered a dud, and you can't be Joker Ace. But if you go over your time, you'll set off a time bomb, and you can't be Joker Ace. So I want you, please welcome our mysterious comedian judge tonight, Judge Judgy Pants, everybody! Judgy Pants!
Yay!
They were judging me as I was walking through Kohl's picking out jogging pants. No, they're actually a comedian. They've been years in the business, and they know what they're looking for. And as you can see, they're a real person, just covered up by an avatar in Zoom. All right, there you go. So with that being said, let's meet our comedian combatants for game number 1, shall we? Contestant number 1.
I'm Comedy Dame, and I am from Jupiter, Florida.
Awesome. Contestant number 2.
I am Daniel Quintero from San Antonio, Texas.
Sweet. And now contestant number 3.
I'm Amber Bourne from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
All right. These comedian combatants will be doing combat on the game show known as Bombing Run. Yeah. So comedian combatants to your battle stations. Comedian combatants to your battle stations. As we start off with our first comedian combatant, let's give it up for comedian Dane, everybody. Yeah.
Woo! Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, I recently learned that the cure for everything is intermittent fasting. Yeah. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's white for starving yourself. Everything, you name it, it'll cure it. Obesity, autoimmune disease, dandruff. I'm sure the dandruff is like, you've suffered enough. Yeah, apparently the way it works is when you starve long enough, it prompts your cells to say, wait, no food's coming in. We need to heal ourselves to prepare for the hunt, like in the caveman days. We got to be in tip-top shape because winter is among us. We need to be equipped to kill a buffalo. Yeah. That's how it works, man. I'm like, sign me up. You know what I mean? Because I'm not equipped to kill a mockingbird. If you get me. Not that I want to kill a mockingbird, because I don't, I don't want to kill any birds for that matter, But yeah, I've been doing the intermittent fasting. I really, the best part is how, like, with each day, you feel like you can start your diet tomorrow. That's really my favorite part. It's hard though, because they don't want you to eat it late. Like, that's the best time to eat, is late. Especially with Americans, man. We don't call it a midnight snack for nothing, That's an American term, That's the whole reason they say nighttime is the right time, Yeah, the first thing I heard when I returned to the US after a year in France, in the car ride from the airport was Taco Bell drive-thru is now open until 4 a.m.
Oh.
So clearly, nighttime is the right time to make a run for the border. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tapas ain't just in Spain, homie. You know? Yeah. I actually, I thought about trying to use that mean voice that lives in my head that I've been trying to quiet down all my life, because it all starts in the mind, right? So you're thinking like, ooh, that would be delicious, right? And then that mean voice would be like, no, wait your fat ass till tomorrow. So mean. There's actually, I got an email from an advocate of intermittent fasting, and she's like, join me for 2 weeks. You will be skinny. You will be great. You will be loved, finally. Scroll down. She's like, for the low cost, for a limited time of $600.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm like, $600 to stop eating? I can use that mean voice for free. You know what I mean? I should market that, For the low cost of $600, I will cuss your ass out. Yeah. So, if you want to be equipped to kill a buffalo, just let me know, Thank you.
All right, let's give it up. Everybody, and Comedian Dave. Where can we find you on social media?
You can go to Instagram at Comedy Dame. And also I'm on Facebook under my one of my many names, Michelle Reed.
All right, go look for her alias on that Facebook page and on the Instagram. Thank you so much. And if I gave a diet plan $600, that's the grocery bill for the month. That's gone. There you go. Not only will I be on a diet, I will also be divorced. That'll be the end of that one. By the way, I misspoke about the judge's name. The judge's name is Judge Panda Judge. I totally didn't understand what they were. I thought they were wearing a sweatshirt because it looked like they were black and white, but I did realize they're chewing on bamboo in the show right now. So mysterious comedian judge, Judge Panda Judge, are you ready for the next comedian combatant? What do you mean I didn't give you enough bamboo? What? I thought I did. Yes. Okay. Yes. Very okay. Yes. Very funny, apparently, to the judge. So we're going to go to our second comedian combatant for tonight. Let's go to Daniel Quintero, everybody. Yeah. Woo!
Thank you very much. Greetings. I am Daniel Quintero. Arriba, dude. No. I am Daniel Quintero. Arriba, dude. I love rolling my R's, but only when appropriate. I try not to be too arrogant about it. I just believe in mi cultura. Sadly, I do not speak Spanish. Growing up not speaking Spanish always made me the white sheep of the family. Arriba dude is my nickname, but it wasn't always my nickname. I used to be known by my initials, Daniel D. Quintero Q. DQ, like the restaurant, Dairy Queen. Love the initials, hated the name of the restaurant. Because I was bullied, Kids would be like, haha, you're Dairy Queen, make me an ice cream, Dairy Queen. You're Dairy Queen, are you dating Burger King, Dairy Queen? You're Dairy Queen, I hope you die.
Oh, damn.
A lot of lactose intolerant bullies they were. Now I could handle it, but back then, I would just freeze. Like a delicious TQ blizzard. I was also bullied because I had a very heavy lisp growing up. It was always those S words and those TH words, especially TH in the middle of a word. This made it very difficult because my first girlfriend was named Heather. She was always Heter to me. We broke up because I accidentally put an L in her name. And before you know it, I was just saying, hi, Hitler.
Oh!
What helped with my lisp was tongue twisters, like this one. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. I said that so many times growing up, I really started to hate that girl, Sally. You see, Sally sells seashells by the seashore, but surely Sally should have seen that seashells are free. You can see free seashells where? At the seashore. Just pick one up, don't have to buy it. Sally is a scammer. Scammy Sally sells seashells to suckers on the seashore is what it should say. Sally sucks. She's almost as bad as that girl Betty. Betty Botter, the one who bought the bitter butter, made the bitter batter. They both can do better. But at least they're not like Peter. Peter Piper, the one who picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper's in prison.
Oh.
Packing pistols, popping Percocets. I said that 5 times fast every day, cured my lisp. Although Hitler and I never got back together.
Oh.
But that's okay, y'all. I'm happily married to my wife of almost 3 years. Yeah. Thank you for validating me. She's amazing. Yeah, she is totally out of my league. She got kicked out of our bowling league.
Oh.
Steroid abuse. Just wasn't taking enough of them.
Whoa.
But her name is Corrales. Isn't that beautiful? Corrales. And I learned because she's Puerto Rican that a lot of Puerto Rican names have this "is" ending. Corrales, Janeris, Joselis, Damaris. You know, I asked her once why that's the case, and she said, I don't know. It is what it is. I still remember the first thing she told me, though, on the night of our honeymoon, when she looked into my eyes and said, hey, Dairy Queen, make me an ice cream, Dairy Queen. My wife tells me that I have to be more self-deprecating. But I already poop by myself.
Oh.
I get it. That joke is a little facetious. I'm just trying to be a healthier person. I went to the dentist again, and I used to care about brushing my teeth and having really clean teeth before my dental cleaning appointment. But then I'm like, why? What am I paying them for? Like, I don't take my car to the car wash already clean. I make sure it's completely dirty, bird poop all over. My dentist hates cleaning up all that bird poop.
Oh.
So facetious. All right. I am Daniel Quintero. Arriba, dude. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give it up for Daniel, everybody. And Daniel, where can we find you on social media?
Yes, on Instagram, arriba_dude, or on my website, arribadude.com.
Awesome. Go check him out. And he's not working the local Dairy Queen, nor does he own one.
Sadly, no.
No, he does not. No, I actually went to Arby's tonight for one of those Arby's shakes, the Jamocha shake. And when I pulled up to the window, they asked if I wanted any Arby's sauce. I didn't order the protein shake. Great. So, Panda Judge, you're black and white about it. Okay, so you're okay. Really? Great set. Okay. Oh, yes. Ready for the next comedian combatant of the game. Please welcome to the stage our third comedian combatant, Amber Bourne, everybody. Yeah.
Woo! Thank you. Yeah, I do live in Philly right now. I'm not from Philly originally, so, you know, I was a little bit anxious about it when I moved, right? Because I only knew the city by reputation. I thought I'm probably not going to like this because I don't like cheesesteaks or getting shot. The crime is pretty bad here. If you don't know, I got an app called the Citizen app to tell me when crimes happened in my neighborhood, which was a mistake. Um, they tell me a lot of stuff that I don't need to know. They sent me a notification. They were like, "Warning, gallons of milk have been spilled in the road." I don't know what they want me to do about that, right? The only thing I've been taught to do is just not cry over it. So I did nothing, and then they sent me another one, and it said, "Warning, reports of man armed with chair." Which is really something the liberal media has not prepared me for. Right? They're always trying to take away our guns, but nobody's ever talking about the stats on chair violence. Right, because you know what they say, as the expression goes, the only way to stop a bad guy with a chair, say it with me, good guy with a couch. But I am, before I lived in Philly, I grew up outside of Boston, which surprises people. Can't imagine why. But it is nice to be in Philly because Philly is very diverse. When I lived in Boston, they also said they were diverse. They were lying. If you've ever been to Boston, you know when Boston says they're diverse, what they mean is actually we have 3 guys that all spell Sean differently. So we're actually very progressive. I was the only kid in my school growing up who was not white, and everybody called me Dora the Explorer. Which I feel like people have different reactions to that because half the time people say, "Oh, that's terrible, that's racist," and then half the time people are like, "Yeah." Because I did have I had the bowl cut right with the bangs. My best friend was my backpack. Sometimes I'd be looking off in the distance and asking questions to nobody and just be like, "Can you say racist middle schoolers?" Muy bien. Terrible. I did visit my family in Boston recently, and I found out that the City of Boston transit system has its own podcast now. This is the day that I learned that I think we have enough podcasts now. I think we finally did it. So the train in Boston, in Philly, the train is elevated, so it's called the L. And then in Boston, the train is called the T because T is for train. From the city that brought you Harvard, T is for train. That was the best they had. But so they named the podcast Spilling the Tea, right? It's very cute. It's a pun because on the one hand, spilling the tea means gossiping. And on the other hand, one time the tea was on a bridge and it caught on fire and everybody had to evacuate by jumping into the river. So it's cute. It's a pun. I probably would have gone with Boston Tea Party myself, but what can you do? But I don't take a lot of public transit now. I've been driving recently, which I don't enjoy. I am not good at driving. I don't understand it. Like, for example, I don't understand who's supposed to have right of way. If anyone understands, you can send me a message about it later. But my understanding has always been if I'm in the intersection and someone else is at the intersection, whoever looks the coolest gets to go first. Which is tough because then I never get to go first. It's fine. It's all right. No, I would still be on my way home from work right now, except I was at an intersection and there was a guy with a bumper sticker that said Settlers of Catan. I gotta be clear, I also play Settlers of Catan, but I don't have a bumper sticker for it, so that's sometimes all you need. I tried going to Trader Joe's earlier, and there was a sign outside Trader Joe's that said no audio or video recording was allowed, which was pretty disappointing for me. Like, how am I supposed to do my grocery store conspiracy theory podcast? It's the Trader Joe Rogan experience. That's my time. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for Amber Bourne, everybody.
Yeah.
And Amber, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Amber Bourne Posts.
Awesome. Go check that out. That was awesome. And yeah, I know those podcasts. There's too many podcasts. Yes, there is too many podcasts. You know what's funny is in Detroit we have one monorail that goes around 2 miles just around in the city center, which goes nowhere. And then we have one called the Q line. and we just question where it's going. It's like 3 miles one way and 3 miles back. It doesn't go anywhere. It was supposed to go to the Pontiac, but it never made it there. I think the gangland violence stopped there. All right, Judge Panda, Judge Panda. Who is Joker Ace for game number 1? Is it Comedy Dame, Daniel Quintero, or Amber Bourne? Awesome first game. Yes. Easy to chew on bamboo watching you guys. That's hilarious. That's awesome. All right. Joker Ace for game number 1 is Amber Bourne, everybody. Amber. Yeah. We're going to be on Dogfight Edition right after game number 2. And we'll be into that game right after this.
In 1943, the Allies were losing the war. General Douglas A. MacArthur ordered the creation of Joke Force, a small group of stand-up comedians who would parachute behind enemy lines to kill the advancing army with jokes. Their missions were known as bombing. Some comedians killed, while others died on the battlefield stage. The Joke Force was disbanded right after the Laughingstock Peace Treaty was signed. Today, their mission lives on as the game show Bombing Run, hosted by General A.A. Ron.
Bombing Run!
All right, it's time for game number 2 of Bombing Run. Yeah! Let's meet our comedian combatants for game number 2, shall we? Contestant number 1.
Kevin H. Brady from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Awesome. Contestant number 2.
Joe Whitey from Sholo, Arizona.
All right, and now contestant number 3.
Alan Piket from North Andover, Massachusetts.
Awesome. These comedian combatants will be doing combat on the game show known as Bombing Run. So comedian combatants to your battle stations. Comedian combatants to your battle stations. As we go to our first comedian combatant for game number 2, let's give it up for Kevin Brady, everybody. Yeah.
Hello. I had a birthday not that long ago. I turned 38. Thank you for not applauding. There's a nothing birthday. There's nothing to it. I am worried though that I think I'm gonna bypass middle age and go straight into old man.
Oh.
Yeah. I've started bird watching.
What?
Yeah, I've started bird watching, and I live in a city, so the only bird I regularly see is the pigeon. You know, that is a short checklist. But I think the pigeon's actually a great bird. I think it's my favorite bird. And I think it's because it's a maligned animal. People don't like pigeons. They think they're dirty. They call them gutter birds, rats with wings, just awful stuff they say about pigeons. But genetically speaking, pigeons and doves are the same animal. Yet some people like doves and hate pigeons. You know what I think about those people? They're flight supremacists. They're the kind of people that will have a Blue Jay Lives Matter bumper sticker on their car. They won't have a problem with crows. They just don't know why they need their own month. And then they'll feel like they can say that because they have a friend that's a raven. And clearly some of you people like bird jokes, some of you don't. I appreciate your condor. I do get asked if that joke's supposed to be satire. It's parody. I'm not proud of that. I am worried about getting old. I had my 20th high school reunion a couple weeks ago, and I found out I'm the most famous person in my high school graduating class.
Ooh.
No, that's not good. I'm the best they could do. And I was in third place for a while. I had to get past Jimmy, who got stabbed in the head at prom, and Nina, who was a grandmother at 32.
Whoa.
Yeah. I tripped over that bar, but I got over it. That's the point. And honestly, I think it's because not to brag or anything. I was in a Mark Wahlberg movie. That's kind of a big thing. When you're from Massachusetts, being in a Mark Wahlberg movie, that's like meeting the Pope of Massachusetts. If the Pope committed a hate crime in the late 80s. I am, not to brag, I'm getting a little bit famous. I signed an endorsement deal with Jameson Whiskey not that long ago. I'm calling myself an under the influencer. It's because I came up with a tagline for their cold brew whiskey. They have a cold brew coffee whiskey. It said Jameson cold brew. It's 9 a.m. somewhere. I went out to Los Angeles not that long ago. I had a meeting with Nickelodeon. I was pitching a TV show. Really excited about this. It's a spin-off of Transformers.
Ooh.
I'm calling it Sisformers.
Oh.
That's great.
It's about robots that don't change into anything. And they all have really strong opinions on where you can poop. Hoping for a 2025 spring release, working on the toy line right now. But no, you get old, you start going back into nostalgia. Old people like nostalgia. That's what we like. I started listening to the band 311 again.
Wow. That
is the correct response. Nothing screams authentic reggae like Five White Dudes from Omaha. So, but I was curious where they came up with their name. 311's an interesting name. Turns out they named themselves after the Omaha, Nebraska Police Department code for indecent exposure.
Oh.
Yeah, they thought it was funny. What's really funny, though, is that police department codes are not universal. So a 311 in Omaha is a little bit different than in California. Want to guess what a 311 in California is?
No.
Possession of child pornography.
Oh.
Yeah. Amber is the color of the alert on my Spotify whenever they come up on Spotify now. That's my time. My name's Kevin H. Brady. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give it up for Kevin, everybody. Yeah. And Kevin, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on all social media at Kevin H. Brady.
Awesome. Go check him out. And wait for his new cartoon on Nickelodeon, which will never happen. That's not happening. Kevin, I would come up with a few more ideas because there's only a few things you're going to come out with on the toy line. It's called Truck, Car, Lawnmower. There is not much here on your show. I think that's about it. Oh, yes. If you have to, please go. We have a comedian who has a dog emergency that has to run out. Their jokes have went to the dogs, apparently. That's what happened. That might not make it into the edit. By the way, this does get edited, so this part probably won't. So I'm going to go back into it. So, Panda Judge, are you ready for the next comedian combatant? All right, they are. So please welcome to the stage, Joe Whitey, everybody.
Woo! Yay, thank you so much. Yeah, so growing up, my daddy had this mantra. He's told us that you need to have just as much respect for the janitor as you do the CEO. And that is great. We were raised that way. I still believe that way. And also, my daddy was the janitor. So, yeah. Now, I'm not saying that my parents are old. Actually, I am. They are. They're ancient. They're old. Old as dirt. Oh, I love them though. But there's some things that aren't so bad about having aging parents. Really, it's not all Ben Gay and podiatry appointments and, aspirin cream. It's not. Some things actually get better. And one of those things is gift giving. I used to stress out over giving just the right gift for Christmas and birthdays and anniversaries. But now Now it's as easy as simply buying them exactly what I want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because think about it. One day soon, it's all going to be mine anyway, right? So I may as well get what I want.
Yeah.
I'm single again after 30 years in a relationship. Wow.
Woo.
Yeah. A lot has changed in 30 years. And look, I'm not saying that I'm desperate for conversation, okay? Or anything else. No. But I will say that last night, I have to admit this to you. Last night, I took the car warranty call. I did, and the worst part about it is I enjoyed it. Yeah, I even told him what color chonies I was wearing. Ugh.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's not my proudest moment. It's not. On the bright side, though, my car warranty has been extended by 10,000 miles. So, you know, something good came out of it. Yeah. I've learned, though, that it's really important to ask questions, have open communication before you go out with somebody. Learn all you can about them. For example, ask questions like, you know, do you live with your mom? Do you still live with your mom? You know, do you still live with your wife? You know? Yeah. And probably most importantly, do you perform ritualistic animal killings in the full moon?
Whoa!
Important questions. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I actually met somebody named Bubba. Let's start with that. Bubba, yes. And Bubba told me that he wanted to give me some deer meat.
Ooh.
Yeah, freshly killed. I guess that's better. I don't know. So I don't know if Bubba thought I looked hungry or if this is some sort of hillbilly ancient mating ritual or both, maybe both. I don't know. But I had to decline, and here's why. All right, I'm used to my meat coming in a tidy little shrink wrap package that you pick up at Walmart or Safeway or Fry's. I am not used to my meat coming to my house in the back of an F-250 with its hooves sticking straight up. Like, I don't even know what to do with that. Because are they edible? Is that where jerky comes from? Can you pickle them? I don't know. So I had to say no to Bubba. Y'all, that is just about my time. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. You guys are amazing.
All right, let's give it up for Joe Whitey, everybody. Yeah. And Joe, where can we find you on social media?
Well, you can find me on Facebook at Joe Whitey, comedian speaker, or you can find me on TikTok at joe.whitey.cleancomic.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's great. And looks like she is ready for a commitment because she took the 10,000-mile warranty for her car. So depending how long you drive, how many miles you drive your car, that could be longer than your 30-year marriage. I apologize for that. Could be. They're going to regret making that commitment. You didn't say, ha, 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 I lasted 30 years with that guy. Oh my gosh. Judge Panda, are you ready for the I will screw up your name all night long. That's all right. Oh, that's okay with you? That's fine. Well, that's good. What do you say? Tan's not my color. What do you mean? You're kind of a judgy panda, aren't you? All right, you ready for the next comedian combatant? Oh, you are? All right, let's welcome our third comedian combatant for game number 2. Let's give it up for Alan Piket, everybody. Yeah. Woo!
Thank you guys so much. Good to be here. I am so overdressed for this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm wearing freaking clothes. Like a shirt. I got overzealous. I don't know what I was. I almost put on pants, guys. Like You don't know what's going on down there. You don't know. I know you guys are. Aaron, I know you guys are probably thinking, Casey McNeil looks a lot younger and more Jewish than I remember. What's going on here? Yeah, as you may know, I'm a last-minute replacement. A couple hours before the show, Aaron messaged me. He said, "Hey, can you fill in on bombing run tonight? We had a cancellation." I said, "Let me check my schedule." Yep, still no friends. I'm in. Do it. Here I am. As I mentioned, I'm coming to you tonight from North Andover, Massachusetts. It's right outside Boston. I'm originally from Philadelphia. I lived there for about 33 years, and then they traded me for Amber Bourne. And I didn't want to go. I didn't want to. I was like, do I have to? They were like, yeah, Boston needs more white people. I'm sorry. It was just. And then I got here. I was like, no, they don't. You filthy liars. Actually, so I didn't live in Philly. I actually lived in South Jersey, but very nearby. But that's what we do in New Jersey. Because when I lived in South Jersey, I would always tell people I'm right across the bridge from Philly. And then I lived in North Jersey for a bit, and I always told people from out of town I was right across the tunnel from New York. And I don't know what that says about my state. In New Jersey, we don't even say the names of our towns. We just skip right to directions on how to escape. That's what we do. But it's for your own good, because if you ever do find yourself in my hometown, I guarantee you won't be asking, where am I? You'll be asking, how do I get the hell out of here? New Jersey, the why the hell am I here state? That's us. Because you got to have a reason. Like, nobody just goes to New Jersey. It's not like New York. Yeah, I'm going to New York. Nice. I'm going to New Jersey. Why? Why would you that? Now I'm in North Andover. And I don't do that anymore in North Andover. Like, someone from out of town asks where I'm from, I say North Andover, Massachusetts. And not just so they'll know I have money, but also you get that if you know the area. Anyway, so I don't tell them I live in Boston. A lot of people do that. I don't, because whenever I tell people I live in Boston, I always get the same dumb response. Oh, Boston, shout it, pack the cat, go pants. Like, would you just have a stroke? What's going on? I don't do that to people. Somebody tells me they're from Alabama, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Alabama, racism, incest, here's your sign. I'm not doing that. Like, oh. I was gonna say get her done, but that's played out. Come on, let's be honest. I don't know. Does my southern accent sound too much like Bill Cosby? You can be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, noted. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I've been single for a while. And it's okay. I know it's hard whether you're single or in a relationship, because the grass is always greener, right? When you're single, you're like, oh man, I really wish I were in a relationship right now. Then when you're in a committed relationship, you're like, oh man, I really wish I were dead right now. It has been hard though, trying to get out there and date and meet women. So I've actually been using dating apps ever since they were invented. No shame in the game though. I use them all: Tinder, Bumble, Black People Meet. Fair enough. Well, I'm obviously not black, but I'm willing to convert, so it's okay. A little more about me. I'm straight edge, just in case you thought I wasn't cool. Yeah. Right. That's right. I'm straight edge. No alcohol, no weed, no drugs, no friends. I'm strict about it. Yeah. But I wasn't always straight edge. I actually used to drink a lot, but I only drank because I thought it would help me meet women. But then I finally realized, what kind of women am I trying to impress just by the fact that I drink? Trying to impress high school girls? I'm not trying to impress high school girls. I'm 35 years old. That ship sailed months ago. Trust me. You know, some people really don't like that joke, and I'm one of them. You guys keep laughing and enabling me. I don't know. But I know that joke brings up a bit of a sensitive issue. So let's talk about suicide. Might as well. Hear me out. I'm not going to lie. My life isn't perfect. Sometimes I do think about killing myself. But when I think about killing myself, I think about my family. And when I think about my family, I think I should kill them first. But they're still alive. Guys, I'm Alan Piket. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, let's give Alan Piket a round of applause. And Alan, where can we find you on social media?
At Alan P. Comedy.
All right, go check him out there at Alan P. Comedy. That was great. And he's talking about the dating apps. And thank goodness I found my wife before the dating apps. I found her the old-fashioned way. Craigslist. Yeah, she was looking for a used car, and then she found me. So, but we've been married for 9 years as of 21st of February. Yes, 9 whole years. Thank you, thank you. Did you guys know what 9-year anniversary is? The material? Anyone? It's leather. It's leather. So I got my wife a sexy bustier, and she gave me the boot. There's my comedy. That's why I'm General A.A. Ron of Bombing Run. All right. Judge Panda, Judge Panda, Judge, whatever. I'm going to screw up your name all night. You're all right with it? Aren't you cute? You're just rolling over there in your avatar. Who is Joker Ace for game number 2? Is it Kevin Brady, Joe Whitey, or Alan Piket? Okay. All right. So, Joker Ace for game number 2 is Kevin Brady, everybody! Yay! All right, Kevin, stay right there. You're going to be on Dogfight Edition right after this. All right, it's time for Dogfight Edition. Yeah! And we got 2 Dogfight. All right, back up. Damn it, man. I didn't have enough caffeine. Happens some nights. All right, it's time for Dogfight Edition. Yeah! Woo! We got our 2 Joker Aces ready to play tonight. And first Joker Ace is Amber Bourne. Second Joker Ace is Kevin Brady. So, Comedian Combatants, to your battle stations. As we introduce our first Joker Ace of the night, please give it up for Amber Bourne, everybody. Yeah! Woo!
Hi, Amber!
Oh, I always get nervous for these things. I've never really been great at talking to people. Like I remember when I was in high school, I had a crush on a boy, and then I wanted to ask him to prom. So I said, obviously, I should ask him to prom the way Yoda would ask somebody to prom. Guys love that, right? That's a fun and sexy thing to do. So I went up to him and I said, "To prom with me? Do you want to go?" And he said, "Other plans I have." Yeah, I wish I could be more flirtatious. Like I wish I had more feminine wiles. Honestly, I wish I knew what feminine wiles are. I think it's too late to ask. I've never even heard anybody say wile in any other situation. Except obviously if you're talking about noted feminist icon Wile E. Coyote. Where the E stands for equality. I've been trying to keep up with things in New England now that I don't live there anymore. And following the news, like I found out New Hampshire is apparently the only state in the United States that does not have a seatbelt law.
What?
Yeah, interesting fact, right? Because their state motto is live free or die. And they were like, what about live free and die? But it's tough because it's strange. It's the only state really like Texas. Really, like you can just bring your machine gun to the KFC in Texas, and if the cops are there, worst case scenario, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, make sure you're buckled up." But then recently, what happened is New Hampshire actually abolished the death penalty, which was not very live free or die of them at all. Yeah, if you do a crime in New Hampshire, they don't do anything to you. They just put you on the highway with no seatbelt, and they're like, "Oh, let the chips fall where they may." I think whoever coined the phrase "let the chips fall where they may," not a good roommate.
Right.
I've been trying to work on myself. Like my sleep schedule is really bad, and I was listening to this podcast, and it was by this woman who said she did all this research to make this podcast scientifically calibrated so that you could listen to it and get to sleep within just 3 minutes of listening. And I thought that was a pretty cool way to monetize not being good at podcasts. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, let's give it up for Amber Bourne one more time, everybody.
Yeah.
Amber, just remind us one more time where we can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at Amber Bourne Posts, all one word.
Awesome. Go check her out on that. That was awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Judge Panda, Judge Panda. Are you ready for the second Joker Ace of this Dogfight edition? Oh, loved it money. That's what the panda said. So you're ready for the next Joker Ace? Oh my gosh, they are. So please welcome to the stage our second Joker Ace, Kevin Brady, everybody. Yeah.
Woo! I came back. Oh my goodness. Everything Amber said about New Hampshire is true. It is a hellscape. Don't go there. Like I was saying before, about getting old, I've realized that you start getting sick randomly. Like I've been getting sick out of nowhere recently. I thought I had COVID not that long ago. Turns out it was actually something a lot worse than COVID. I had pertussis.
What?
Yeah. Whooping cough. I had whooping cough.
Oh my God.
A 38-year-old man in the year of our Lord 2024. And I dust off the Dickensian street urchin cosplay. That's what I do in my free time. Damn. But no, I figure, hey, I'm at the doctor, might as well get a whole decade's worth of visits in one go. Hey doc, I've been having some issues, getting up in the morning. I've been having a lot of back pain, a lot of joint pain. I just can't move without hurting. What's going on? I described the symptoms, and he says, Mr. Brady, these are symptoms that are very common in people that are very physically fit, people that work out, people that play sports. Ooh. What kind of sports do you play? And now, this is, new. You guys probably can't tell, but I'm 5'10", 200 pounds. I describe myself as American sized. So I don't know where he got the impression that I was physically fit. Maybe it was the third trimester beer gut, the fact I was audibly wheezing on the exam table. Maybe the fact that my urine sample was the same color as an 18-year Scotch whiskey. I don't know. I haven't played any sports since Little League, and even then I only played left out. So
no.
We went to state that year. It's okay. But I said, hey, it has to be something else, doctor. What else could it be? And he said, it's not as common, but we do see it in people that go to heavy metal concerts, hard rock concerts, people that go into mosh pits, people that headbang. Ooh. Well, I've been listening to heavy metal music for 25 years. I was in a band for 10. I didn't need to get an MD to know that 20 plus years of consensual fist fighting and self-induced whiplash was bad for my health. I didn't need Johns Hopkins to know that Slipknot could give you a slip disc. But that's my time. Thanks for having me around, you guys.
All right, give it up for Kevin Brady, everybody. And Kevin, one more time, remind us where we can find you on social media.
All social media at Kevin H. Brady.
Sweet, go check him out on that. Those were great. That was a great set. Judge Panda, Judge Panda. I'm going to screw your name up all night long. And you're okay with it? Oh, you're so cute. I hate to return you to the zoo. Gonna be sad. Who is Ace of Aces tonight? Is it Amber Bourne or Kevin Brady? Oh my gosh. Oh, really? Okay. So Ace of Aces tonight is Amber Bourne, everybody. Woo!
Awesome.
Amber. And now you get to do what we call a victory flyby, where you get to thank the Academy, you get to thank your friends and family, or do 90 seconds of comedy starting now.
All right, I'm going to do both. Thank you for everybody that is here. Thank you to Aaron for putting this together. Did you guys see that viral video of a bear jumping out of a dumpster?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I'll drop the link in the chat. So what happened was a guy goes out to throw away trash in a dumpster, and he opens the dumpster, and a black bear jumps out of the dumpster. And obviously the guy freaks out and he runs away. But interestingly, the bear also freaks out and runs away. So I was watching this and I was realizing if we're watching this on human news, this is definitely also doing numbers over on bear news. They were watching that and they're like, oh my gosh, guys, keep your cubs close tonight. Pretty sure that guy's still on the loose. He got it out of the local 7-Eleven. I would love to see a full edition of Bear News. I think that would be very fun. It would just be the Bear News announcer, and he's like, tonight's top story, salmon prices are rising. Up next, has Paddington gone woke?
Oh.
Finally, a roundtable discussion on the Bear Second Amendment, which is obviously the right to arm bears.
Oh.
Sometimes I want to write more relatable jokes, and other times I'm like, Bear News, Bear News, Bear News. Thanks so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And that's our Aces of Aces tonight. Amber Bourne, everybody. Give her a big round of applause. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I would like to thank all our comedians that were on tonight. Comedian Dame Daniel Quintero, Amber Bourne, Kevin Brady, Joe Whitey, Alan Piket. You guys were amazing. And let's give it up for our comedian judge tonight. Panda Judge Panda, that was amazing. They could judge comedy and chew on bamboo at the same time. That was amazing. So for me, all the comedian combatants and the judge, this has been an oddly funny production. Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been an oddly funny production.